Okay, I'm going to be blatantly honest. I'm going to need you, the viewers' help with this. And yes, this is, of course, relating to the Cinder situation. So, I've been receiving a lot of stuff from anonymous sources regarding getting banned from Cinder's Discord server, her public Discord server, due to a YouTube creator called More Kazahana. So, yeah, I am going to cover this, and I'm going to ask for you, the viewers' help, into clarifying this whole thing, because I've just been given a lot of stuff for it, and I'm curious if this is true or not, whether or not More Kazahana is the reason why people got banned from Cinder's server. And I will be blatantly honest with you, there isn't really like concrete evidence of this, but there is some things that is concerning, and it may lead to like possible inference of, hey, maybe he is the reason. I don't know. That's why I'm asking for your help, because guess what? I'm human and I can be wrong. So let's just get into it. So, if you guys don't know, on January 4th, 2025, the YouTube channel More Kazahana revealed some startling news regarding Cinder fans are doxing ShyLily over VTuber drama. So basically going over a Discord server that More Kazahana encountered, and basically More Kazahana put it into video form and said, hey, these people here are doing bad stuff. They are doxing ShyLily over the Cinder situation, or something along those lines. Granted, I skimmed through the video. Yeah, I didn't do my due diligence. Yeah, I'm not a good person, yada yada. But yeah, I remember this video, and then someone sent me a Reddit link to it, and I decided to delve into it. So it's a Reddit link. Let's see if you can see. Yep, it's a subreddit, virtual YouTubers by Shizuna is best girl 1. There we go. Apparently someone is getting doxxed, and there's an image of Bao the Whale, her ex account, saying it takes such a great amount of evil to resort to doxing. Do better. There's a couple of people here saying, who must I Flents, Gear Up Boys, and all that stuff. And it's an interesting discussion here, because this person says, sadly, content creators are still milking this, especially Kazahana. Man, I hate him as much as I hate the Eggman. Again, this is just what someone sent me. I'll never stress enough how these channels don't actually give a shit about spreading news. They just thrive on controversies and chaos. They feed off cheap rage bait. It's disgusting. They need the hate train to keep going, hence why they fan the flames. Otherwise, they run out of context. I think I might do a video on Kazahana calling out his BS. You're free to do that, of course. I love me some bullshit calling. Unfortunately, I'm afraid it wouldn't really change a thing. There's an endless amount of channels like his, and only the protagonists of this mess can actively put a stop to this. And here's where things get interesting. Here's where the narrative about, hey, people are doxing ShyLily on Cinder's, of like doxing ShyLily on behalf of Cinder, like this whole narrative that people are doxing on behalf of like Cinder, this whole thing. Yeah, this is where the narrative kind of falls flat, well, starts to crumble a bit. Because apparently this person says, hey, well, since you mentioned him, I will appear out of lurking. He had a friend sneak him into a private venting server that was for some folks to discuss the situation, namely the Cinder situation. If you notice in his video, certain screenshots are cropped out around them. This is because he is hiding the fact that right after the person says something out of venting anger, everyone else tells him to calm down and that he took it too far, followed by them apologizing for the comment. Also, in regard to the doxing of ShyLily, he does not show any proof of what the image was for and admits he doesn't even know what they will do with it, even though he was in the server for such a long time. You'd think he would have seen them talking about their intentions with the picture. P.S. Does it count as doxing if it's an image already out in the internet from in real-life streaming days that was posted into a private Discord server with no intention to release to the public? So apparently this person is saying that that Discord server that More Kazahana covered in this YouTube video that we just looked at, apparently that Discord server was a venting server, according to this person, and none of the information there was going to go out to the public. It was just venting, because it makes sense. When you vent to someone, you don't want to do it in public. It's bad. You confide in someone. and there was just a Discord server for it, and according to this person, Kishin359, it was just a venting server, like, apparently. And then, this is interesting, it could count, but I'm not sure. Do you have any more info, or that's it? What other information would you like? I can answer to the best of my knowledge. Let's see here. Okay. What more can you tell me about it? I mean, I see a lot of people spinning the story to make it sound like more people were being doxed attacked, but nobody in the server had any push towards it. The most that happened regarding any pictures was the Lily stuff, which was already public stuff, and after it was posted, the conversation on the topic died a bit after, and was not revisited from my knowledge. Any other individual being claimed as doxed or whatnot in that server is wrong, since there were no images or personal information of them within that server in any degree. Also, after his video went out, it would seem that he sent a list of users to VTubers and had them spread it around so they all got banned from Discords, Twitch channels, etc. Though funnily enough, guess who never banned any of them? So Kazahana just wanted to stir more drama? Okay, let's see what it says. Basically, yeah, he spun it in a way that made it look way worse out of context and made sure everyone saw it. His Sinder situation videos generally make a bunch of views. He is churning out content every time someone breathes in the VTuber community right now about drama, and a few people in his comments section and Twitter posts call him out on it. Then those comments magically vanish. You can see in his coverage of content too that he isn't doing it in good faith. Just watch his powder document video and watch him skip over the screenshots in their proper order, as well as never click any of the hyperlinks which link to proof of the point being made. He simply pushes the narrative, which is what makes him his views. Wow, I knew it. I goddamn knew it. Thanks for the intel. Is there anything else that can also be said? Just depends on what you want to know, basically. And no matter how many people see how he is farming the situation for views and doing it in bad faith as a person, reporting on a situation, people will still take what he says as gospel, and people will play on the side of caution, since we are nobodies on the internet at the end of the day. Then we go... This is going deeper and deeper. And then, do you know something outside of him? Like, is he tied with someone else, someone bigger? I am not aware of anything like that, nor do I intend to dig to find that sort of information. All that needs to be known, at least regarding him in his content, is how it has a strong bias and is displayed in bad faith. Digging into if he is connected to people leads down a path I would rather not go for a few different reasons. Understandable. I just wanted to comment to at least put it out there how it was set up to make those in the server look worse than intended, and was not a group attacking or doxing streamers. It was a venting server that showed publicly available stuff with zero intention to go posting on Twitter or whatnot, as well as people telling others to calm down and apologize for any outlandish aggressive commentary to anything. I understand. Thanks for all the intel. Hopefully the truth will come out to light and all this drama can end. So this is what's interesting. Someone sent me this Reddit post that is related to this YouTube video. And what's interesting is they brought up the whole thing with sending a list and stuff like that. And another anonymous source, separate from the one that sent me this Reddit link, time to pull out my Google Docky, I guess, sent me a screenshot of a conversation with someone else. And apparently at 23:37, this person said, well, I found out why we were banned. Turns out our ban was because of a drama content farmer named Kaza. From what Wiccanist got from a source that came forward, someone snuck Kaza onto that Discord server, and he proceeded to then take screenshots that were out of context. He then went to EK and made up lies to him, which resulted in me getting banned from Sinder's Discord. Kaza is still in a Discord under an alt. No clue to what account is his, though, to farm more drama. EK likely knows about the alt, just so you are aware, but if he were to ban the alt, Kaza would make a video demonizing the entire mod team, so likely his hands are tied at the moment, and then references an X post by a user named WiccanistVT, which I found the X post, and by the way, I'm already going into it. And it's this right here, which was posted at 7:26 p.m. July 31st, 2025, with 773 views, wow. And stating, yes, it was Lily, Bao, and Cotton. I had someone that came to me that was in the Discord group that was doing the doxing. They said someone snuck Kaza onto the Discord and took screenshots out of context. I was given the whole conversation. Kaza then went to Ikimen, the Sinder Discord head mod, and made up lies. Kaza is also in the Sinder Discord with a secondary account to farm drama. And then this person says, what's funny to me is that Kazahana was in the server where the alleged doxing took place, and he took videos and screenshots. That means if there was real doxing happening, he participated in it and has a copy of whatever was shared. That should be a red flag for the VTubers, which this person makes a good point. Nitro, does anyone plan on tweeting Ikiman to warn them? And this was on July 31st. This video is being recorded on August 4th. So it's not that far off. And this X post was in a thread from the first one where Wiccanist says, so Morikaza just dropped a video on the artist that came out and said that she didn't want to be contacted or talked about because of her mental health. No respect for privacy. Just wait till I drop the info I have on you, being the one that made up the Pyropub's doxing. Shark Bodicus, this person says, so just to clarify, you're talking about the BS where a bunch of Pyropups were supposedly trying to dox Lily by exposing her real face? And then you can see the reply, yes, it was Lily Ballard Cotton, and the video that WiccanistVT is referencing is the YouTube video that Morikaza posted, 4 days ago, on July 31st, 2025. And it's labeled, Sinder Artist Reveals the Lies Behind Past Drama. And to point out WiccanistVT's point, there is a X post here where Lithia, the artist in question, literally stated, the tweet was getting more traction than I was expecting, and I'm not really in the best mental headspace to deal with it. The information I have is not much, and it would not have changed much a better situation, so after weighing it up, I decided it was not worth potentially ruining my mental health over. That said, I'll be waiting and watching if I ever feel the need that I need to speak up, and there's a good opportunity to, I will. And so, yeah. And let me see. Oh yeah, here it is. I hear you, and I understand you're coming from a place of love for Sinder and want her name to be cleared as soon as possible. I do respect that, but please understand my info is not much. It may not be enough to decisively clear her, and I would be risking my mental health if I were to officially come forward with this. So there's just implication here that she doesn't want to talk about it because she's not in the mental mind space. That's right. She's just, I'm not in the mental headspace for this. I will talk when I will. And yeah, apparently Morikaza covered that, which then goes back to this one. So whether that's true or not, I leave it up to you. Literally at the beginning of the video, I'm asking you guys for help. Now, going back to this screenshot, getting out of that rabbit hole we went into, that tangent, there is another thing. So there's a user named Diamond, and if you don't know who Diamond is, Diamond, if you look here, is on Sinder's Discord server. And Diamond is a Discord mod, Twitch mod, Pyro Patrol, so Diamond is one of the mods for Sinder's Discord server. And an anonymous source, like separate from all the anonymous source material that was sent to me, shared with me a convo screenshot between them and Diamond on June 11th, 2025, 11:23 p.m. Diamond, I really appreciate your respect and understanding in this. I also wish to keep things peaceful, and while I think lots of people want answers, it's best for us to leave that to Sinder and her wishes how she wants to proceed. Those are my own views, though. That's very respectable, by the way. Unfortunately, the massive ban waves coming out were largely in part due to the cause of video. While our mods have provided names of people in outside servers that were found problematic, I was not one of them, so I can't confirm or deny that you were part of that list. However, we have been doing our best to revoke bans on innocent people and allow them to come back to our community. I'm not sure how other communities are handling it, but it does seem like people are allowed to make an appeal, although the only person I know who has done so was Wiccanist, and he was denied. But you would not be the first allowed back in our community. At the very least, we have no evidence of malicious actions or messages you've sent. So, this is already like a minefield that I'm already going on. So, going back to what this person said, I guess I have to backtrack here. Let's see. Okay, let's go back. Where was it? Also in regard doxing ShyLily, doesn't show that. It was over here about like the whole thing. Other individuals' personal information. Also after the video, yeah, Kishin359 says this. Also after his video went out, it would seem that he sent a list of users to VTubers. This is according to Kishin359. Don't know if it's true, but the fact that Diamond literally says like, oh, yeah, it was largely in part due to the Kaza video, kind of sets the precedence that Morikaza is kind of behind it. That's what I am inferring based on this. No conclusive evidence, it was just that. I was like, oh, okay, the narrative that Morikaza got people banned from Sinder's server sounds believable now. But there isn't conclusive evidence to say, yes, this is the case. However, Other anonymous sources have come out to me and sent me screenshots of them being banned from VTubers. This may not be related to the Sinder situation or to the supposed list that Mor Kazahana sent out or whatever have you, but there is, excuse me, there is a screenshot of a request unban, and channel mods gave a reason for your ban, part of a ban list provided by Buff. Enter a reason for your unban. So there was that. And then another one was a ban here where apparently from Tricky Wee's moderators, the fact you're lying about being part of the server when there are multiple screenshots of your involvement speaks volumes to your character. Had you actually come clean instead of lying, you would have had a better chance of being unbanned. Since you opted to double down on your deception, any future appeals will be denied as well. And this is what someone sent to me, and this unban request was made at 7:49 p.m. on June 9th, 2025, which was denied. Now, this was a screenshot followed by the person stating their opinion about it. So at 11:25 a.m., this person sent the screenshot and then sent messages following the screenshot saying, "This made me want to flip the table, lol. MF, I'm innocent. Actually, I'd pay to see those screenshots because I wasn't there, Lamau." So, based on everything that I have looked at here, it seems that people got banned because of this video here that Mor Kazahana made, which is titled "Sinder Fans Are Doxing ShyLily Over VTuber Drama." Now, this is where I'm again asking the viewers for clarification and whether or not you believe the narrative or whatever, but if you guys know whether or not this is true, let me know. Because hot dang, I was given sources but no conclusive evidence, so it could really be a nothing burger. But the fact of the matter is, when you go to hear this little screenshot of one of Sinder's mods stating, the massive ban waves coming out were largely in part due to the Kaza video, and the fact that, like, apparently here, what was that? However, we have been doing our best to revoke bans on innocent people. So from this, I'm like, so you're telling me that because of Mor Kazahana's video about Sinder fans doxing ShyLily over VTuber drama, innocent people got banned from Sinder's server? Not just the people that deserve to be banned from Sinder's server? So yeah, that's a lot of stuff here. And apparently, again, Kishin359 put it out there. Put it out there for people to see. What was that? Also, in regard to the doxing ShyLily, he does not show any proof of what the image was for and admits he doesn't even know what they will do with it. Even though he was in the server for such a long time, you'd think he would have seen them talking about their intentions with the picture. Like, huh? So, Mor Kazahana has a story built for this video, but apparently this user on the subreddit is saying, no, hold up, that's not what happened. So this is the information that over time has built up and has been given to me over time, and I thought I might as well cover it because I think it's enough to be like, hey, this is still related to the Sinder situation, but this is kind of like a side effect of it. Like, people being banned from Sinder's Discord server. Okay. Now, this was pretty much just a rambling stream, but I'd like to know your thoughts on it. I'd like you to tell me if I'm right or wrong. I'd like you to discuss this in the comments below, whether this is true or false. And of course, I will provide all the stuff I used for this video in the description below, with the exception of the anonymous screenshots. You can use this video for it, and the reason why I'm not including that in the sources section of the description is for anonymity, keeping the person who sent that stuff to me anonymous. That's the reason why. However, I will still provide the sources I use for the video that I can provide without exposing the anonymous source's identity, if that makes sense. But I'll try to be as transparent as possible in this video. If it's not transparent enough, I'm sorry. Just, there are some people that just don't want me to just put their name for fear of backlash from people just hating on them because of what was discussed in this video. So again, everything I used in the video will be in the description below. I will add a note in the description as well to say that the anonymous source screenshots that was sent to me is from anonymous sources, therefore it's not easily accessible. It's only accessible from viewing the video that you've seen. And yeah, please let me know. I am human. I could be wrong. Please clarify it in the description below. So yeah, there's that. But my conclusion from all of this is essentially, based on what I've seen, there is a high probability that Mor Kazahana is the reason why people got banned from Sinder's Discord server. Could be wrong, who knows? But with that being said, help me out.